Hello and welcome to another Marvel Snap deck highlight. So I want to try to showcase the new Professor X buff. I want to try him in an Agamotto Merlin deck since he just got changed that he only stops characters from being played there, not spells. So I want to try messing around with that since now you can polymorph him on 5 into a 6-drop or bounce werewolf in there by playing spells. So there's a lot of kind of niche interactions now that exist because of this change. So I figured play him in a junk Agamotto Merlin deck and see how it goes. Can Omniversal, I guess, so we want to turn off Throne Room because they're gonna have bigger cards than us. Or I guess better play would actually be Werewolf. And then we do the spells to bounce them around. I should have Winds of Watombed middle to predictively launch this fucking Mobius into the stratosphere. It doesn't even hinder me. I just hate the card. It is simply a personal thing. Yeah, this is fine. Mobius is I'm having fun, I swear.
I'm glad you're telling me because I would not have known otherwise.
Enjoy your 0 power Mobius. What a weird card to have in that deck. It's a Sauron deck that's running Triple M. Like, what are you stopping, my guy?
Yeah, I don't really understand the... Like, who hurt you that you decided you needed that?
I think we do this. It's 4 power, right? But I assume they don't play their next card right because they have 2 cards right now. I feel like they probably want to put a card in Throne Room, is what I would guess. Which is why I'm Professor Xing right.
Huh?
Holy shit. They're running Namora?
That is an option. Not the one I was expecting, but that is certainly an option.
Oh, it's fucking Arishem. That makes more sense about the Mobius. I was like, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, Arishem Mobius. I like that actually, with like Gorgon and all that, does make sense.
Do we polymorph? Right. In hopes of it hitting Professor X and turning into the world's largest card? Or do we just demon left?
That's not your real Mysterio, right?
The real Mysterio's left.
Yeah, so that's going to be 2. You would need a 13 power.
Where?
Extra, which if you were to polymorph Professor X.
Oh, yeah. And hope. Okay. I could not have more terribly misread the situation. Like, what an unlucky Professor X. Like,
If they put everybody and their mom over there.
yeah, like, if we would have played Professor X literally anywhere else, we would have been fine. Like, that was the one bad location to play Professor X. That's wild. I guess if we would have identified them as Arishem and not a Sauron deck, that would have helped. hopping into game 2. We have Professor X again, so hopefully we have a little bit of a better outcome here. Also, I just hit rank 50 after last game, so now we have the Merlin variant. A very plain Jane variant, but
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
yes.
It's not
We have
base card,
Werewolf
that's
again.
factors.
Oh. Oh. Dream Dimension. I would say that that's pretty not good, so we will probably be changing that. Okay. So this is plus 4 energy. It would give us 8 energy next turn. Which means that we could play Professor X and Werewolf next turn. I feel like that's kind of crazy. What? I just want to clarify real quick.
Don't question it.
You played a Swarm.
I mean, sometimes you gotta, Sometimes you look at it and you're like, man, I have a Swarm. This is wonderful. I could do the whole discard thing like he's supposed to, or I could just put him on the board.
Or I could just place the man on the board. We're gonna Professor X left, for no particular reason other than we can play him left and then play Sentry middle, and then we can polymorph the Void. Whereas if we have Professor X right, we can't polymorph the Void because the Void won't get. That's the whole logic behind where I'm placing it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, sure do hope you get a polymorph.
Frigga into Blade. We have a polymorph.
I don't know.
So we can just Winds of a Tomb next turn, and we're fine. We have another polymorph. We can polymorph Professor. I'm not gonna do it. That feels needlessly risky. I'll say it.
What, you don't want to see that destroyer?
I don't want to see a destroyer. I don't want to see the null show up. There's a lot of things I don't want to see show up. Zola for nothing, a lot of bad.
You could play 2 polymorphs over there, and then it would be either Arishem or Scar.
Or Dormammu.
Or Dormammu.
There's 3 of them now.
There sure are.
11, 12, or 7 power. That would ensure that I'm feeling much better about the situation. Okay, now I think we have to polymorph, actually. Because of the bullseye. Polymorph. Do we wins? Polymorph. Omniversal Debris? Probably not. Where are my cards right now? Werewolf's here. Here. We want Werewolf in middle. So we'll do that.
Okay.
Professor X and Merlin, I believe in you. I've never believed in you more than this moment to simply not let me down. The bar is so unbelievably low. You need a 4 power 6 cost. 4 power.
Can he do it?
All you need. They haven't discarded a card I want to note. So currently their bullseye actually does nothing. Okay, it's doing something, guys. Oh no, they did discard it with Blade, I forgot. So they have 3, 4 swarms.
4? That's it.
And they
Why would you play
and they played that. They played that to the board. Also, I didn't even realize they had priority. That's kind of crazy. What if they don't hit the Professor X?
Actually,
Yeah, right. A man can dream.
Oh boy, all the 0 costs.
Oh, we win right, actually. That was kind of a location I was throwing away. That was so close to the bare minimum.
It's like
and
one
that's
of them.
okay. See, we're not a
Beautiful.
toxic deck. We're not even running Professor X. We're a funny Khonshu deck, guys. Look how cool we are.
Funny
We're
Khonshu
hip.
deck with-
We're hip
Our
like all the
opponent was running
youngins.
all
We
of
play
the-
Khonshu. See, look, it's just Khonshu, man. No toxic things here. Just the good old Jane Foster Khonshu deck that runs Merlin. Nothing toxic here, folks. Hopping into game 3. Yeah. I brought Nicholas Scratch along because I think he's funny. I think he's objectively a bad card, but I think he's funny. And that's good enough for me. Also, what in the discard hell is happening right now? We could Winds of Watoomb.
No.
But I'm not a coward. What would they have to play if?
You gotta do werewolf.
Well, my question is, what's better in this situation? Once in Future or Viper for the hood?
Depends what you draw.
If we like draw a Sentry, then Once in Future.
Yeah.
I think a Nihilist can come out of this deck, honestly. Give me the diff of a Sentry. You know? That wasn't that bad, honestly. Think of all the things that could have happened, that one was not that bad.
No, yeah. Yep.
We have a new polymorph target, folks. Okay, also, we have...
Is it better to polymorph the Bast, or is it better to Once in Future the Bast?
We don't have any need for the energy at the moment. Because Professor X is pretty fucking useless at the moment.
Oh boy. Ow.
I mean, that's kind of...
No. In hindsight, you should have Winds of Watoomb the Dakin.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's not bad. Okay, maybe we Professor X. Maybe. Entry left. That feels like maybe overkill.
Nope, fine.
Sentry left, Once in Future right. Get rid of the void, get extra energy. And then we pull Omniversal because we haven't pulled it yet, and there's a 33% chance that any given card is specifically that one.
That's not true.
Look how big the werewolf is, though. How big he is.
He is a thick boy.
A big one. Let's go, Nick. Let's go, Nick. Great job, Nick. There it is. There she is. Never lets you down. You do this. No, I don't think we do. Okay, how do we... How does one...
Where do you want the werewolf to end up?
Right. We're playing for right.
Okay.
which means Omniversal is the last card we play.
Yeah.
So we do this because that doesn't matter. And then we have 7 energy. What? Okay. We once in future the Merlin? The Viper, the Lizard, the Omniversal right, and then we'll just play the Mysterio middle.
Looks good to me.
And Nick gets 2 power, so we're ending at 16. We're ending down 10. Okay, I was kind of banking on that, honestly.
Oops, where'd Limbo go? Oh, that's really good. Collector, fine.
Stop, please, 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 stop, please, stop, please, stop, please, stop, please. There were 2 cards. There were 2 cards. There were literally 2 cards.
Dude, that's wild.
I'm not fist bumping you. Go to hell. I hate Gambit players. Holy shit. There were 2 cards. That's so insane.
Yep.
Not only does the Gambit snipe one of 2 cards of what the 10 on my board that it couldn't hit. Holy 22. Are you fucking kidding me? If we don't play once in future, we win. So that's fun. We have images of Icon. We can do something with the Hood Sentry, right? Agamotto can be the lucky one. Receive the fun power. Merlin, gonna turn off Elite. It's fun. Oh, that's actually so bad. That's actually bad. Turn off X Mansion. You don't like randomness, Merlin player. You're an honest player. You want to turn off X Mansion. Give me the diff of the century.
Well, the good news is if you pull Destroyer here.
Give me the diff of the.
Uncle Ben
oh my
and
God.
Quicksilver. There you go.
Close enough. Now we can still do the funny. We get images of Icon the Viper. I mean, we win if we do that, I think. We clog their right. And then.
Have one of these.
I mean, if they pull a Plymorph, we lose.
That's, yeah. No.
Arrow.
Oof. Fine. Be that way.
Keep your secret.
Opponent snapped.
They have Shank.
No.
What do we pull that redeems our right location? Like, I feel like nothing. I feel like there's never fun in the
First
right
is the only one that has a chance. Like, that's the only one that, like, gives you a shot.
Yeah. Well, Omniverse. Yep, I knew it. I was like, oh, I'm benefiting from that one, so that needs to get turned off. Hold on. Wait. There is something here. We do this? This could win.
That gives you 14 left.
No, 21 left.
It was just rock there. You're right. You're right.
Gives me 21 left.
No,
We go up 7, 8 middle, so we up to 20 middle. So if they Shang middle, we still win middle. And then we're up 7 right, which isn't nothing, but also their cards are literally negative costing at this point. Like, they gain energy from playing out cards. That's so many cards.
Destroyer. It's not even that good in this case because. Wow. Learn how to build a deck, loser.
I want the throne. Great power comes.
What?
Their attack? How fun.
Look at the creativity that went into that, though.
This is what a top 22 player in the world looks like, folks. Sarah Control.
Clinically depressed.
Isn't that fun? Holy, what? No one's playing right now. What is this? I should not be playing. This is a sign that I should not be playing the game right now. The dilemma of Nick Scratch needs the buff, but also temporal manipulation is just deck thinning. Please, game, it's only a 1 in 12. Don't do it. There's an 11 in 12 chance that you don't hurt me here. Okay, we're good.
Nice.
Nimrod.
Ooh.
Nimrod. Could just play Cull Obsidian.
That's true. Have one of these.
Probably have Killmonger in their output range. Man, I really want to play Merlin. I feel like I have to. Like, I feel like I have to, like, just, like, who cares about the energy and just play Merlin to have a chance to turn off Limbo. Because if they want Limbo on, then therefore I do not want Limbo on.
That is valid.
Bucky, Carnage, Dormammu? Polymorph?
All right, let's see it.
You do that. I feel like we don't play it.
I go for middle right.
Yeah, I think do it like. If I'm them, right, we're looking at middle as the Dormammu placement lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's doubling down that they're looking at middle for the Dormammu placement lane. What was it, 17? Okay. I guess they aren't placing Dormammu middle based off that. What? We could have werewolfed, I guess, but I think this is...
Once in future's hitting your Merlin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's good to get the extra energy.
That's fair.
Dormammu left? No way they play Dormammu. They play something middle and then Dormammu middle, right?
Yeah, because that last destroy doesn't give you the power. It just destroys.
Yeah. They, right?
If I'm looking at the, I don't know what they have in their hand, but you play something crappy
No
in
way,
middle.
no way, no way, no way they just did that. Oh my god.
And
Oh, we still lose. What a crazy Legion.
I mean, that was turning off Limbo that you wanted.
Yeah. I was kind of playing around that not happening at this point though, so it happening was pretty not good.
Unfortunate.
That's crazy that they Dormammu left. They just like, I assume they have Null in their deck if they Dormammu left like that. Imagine if we had a card that prevented cards from being destroyed.
Like,
Just hypothetically.
armor?
Hypothetically, a big ol' 5/2 that prevented cards from being destroyed. Wouldn't that be
Nah,
cool?
you don't.
Up and into the last one. Quick status. We have winds, which is pretty good. Play a rock. You can give them a rock. They played their Vibranium. Okay. I don't really want to. I just want to Viper the rock. I think. I want to clog that lane. I don't really want to play. I don't want to push a card out to try and clog.
Okay.
Just a werewolf. Potentially. Elsa. Do I debris? I could play Stereo and then wins. Send it into their middle location. And then we can Cersei the Mysterio clone here next turn. I feel like that's better. Awkward but fine. We're at 10.
Clear for takeoff.
Hood Viper. And then we can just Demon middle, Cersei left. And we keep the werewolf right. I feel like that's fine. I say, oh my god! Never seen that one happen. The Luke Cage in this deck concerns me. Why is there a Luke Cage in this deck?
He has priority.
Yeah. Something I should know about.
I mean, if the Luke Cage is in there for some stupid, like, hazmat play, Annihilus probably wins. I guess Cersei does a similar thing. Never mind.
Yeah, I was looking at maybe Cersei middle, Demon middle. in the hopes that 12 power right
Yeah.
would hold. The 12 power that we have right would hold.
Yeah.
Because we're tied left actually, because our real Mysterio was left.
True.
I assume they saw that as well, and that's why they retreated. But they couldn't beat 12 power right. So hey, win's a win. I feel like we had like actually kind of decent, like 50-50. But yeah, it was just supposed to be a Professor X highlight, and he never really got played except for that one game where he did win it actually. So you know, credit where credit's due. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, let me know, subscribe for Tech Lights, and I'll see you in the next one.